Hey guys, this is Makanor, and I just want to talk about, you know, whether being otherkin is a good thing or a bad thing, or like a gift or a curse. And and the reason I get this is because the reason I'm making this video is because I remember a couple years back that I would see these forum posts about these forum posts on forums, websites, and social media groups involving otherkin, and these cynical otherkin, or in some cases elitist, they would basically talk about how being otherkin is a curse, or how it's something that they really wouldn't want, and how it's just such a hindrance to their lives and whatnot. And I call BS to that. I really do, because you know, like I said in many videos before, being otherkin is different for each individual. We all experience being otherkin in different ways. We all have our different interpretations and perspectives, and our different degrees on the otherkin spectrum that I believe in. So most of us are not gonna have the same, perspective on being otherkin. But if there's anything I genuinely believe that everyone should probably have, it's that being yourself shouldn't be a hindrance. It shouldn't be something that prevents you from doing anything. And most of these people that make these posts, they talk about how they can't, focus in school or in class because they have this phantom shift, or they have this M shift or painful shift or something like that, or how they can't be open about who or what they are. But at the same time, to me, just because you're otherkin, it shouldn't mean that you can't focus on the math test that you have on Tuesday. It shouldn't mean that you can't go out shopping with your friends. It shouldn't mean that you can't go to a movie theater. Being otherkin should not, being yourself, just being who you truly are, it should not take away from what you can do as a person. It should not hinder you. It should not do anything like that. You should be able to feel truly happy and free to be who you are, or to believe in what you are. You know, if you believe that you are, if you believe you're a dog spiritually, I mean that shouldn't stop you from going anywhere. It shouldn't stop you from going to the pet store. It shouldn't stop you from going in the park, or it shouldn't stop you from going through the store or anything like that. It shouldn't stop you from even being in class. Like, just because somebody throws a frisbee outside doesn't mean that you're gonna actually go and freaking chase after the frisbee. It shouldn't be a hindrance or a curse as much as these people say it is. And I can't help but think, because it's because of their perspective on it. Because you know when you are dead set on when you're dead set on a perspective or viewpoint of something, you tend to look for only the negative faults in that. You tend to look for things that will validate your stance on it. You tend to do that, and people tend to overlook all the other parts, but they tend to focus heavily on the ones that validate their point and their statement. Now, now, just to be fair, in this video, I'm just gonna point out something. You know, be as far as being otherkin, the consequences are, like, the cons of being otherkin is because I mean, are basically, social stigma, I guess, social stigma and prejudice, and, like, online harassment, because there's just a lot of online hate for otherkin, just because of bad representation, just because of really bad representation. And I feel bad not only for people that have been in those documentaries and those interviews and whatnot, and have regretted doing them and wish they never did. I feel bad for people that are genuinely otherkin, and genuinely kind, reasonable people that receive disproportionate online hate and harassment and bullying just for being otherkin, just for nothing else but being otherkin. Because some people can view them as completely good and fine individuals, find out they're otherkin, and just flip on them and just be like, you're crazy and whatnot. And to me, that can be considered a really heavy consequence, when there's just that much hate and bullying and harassment towards someone, just because they spiritually believe that they are something else. It's not like otherkin are cutting off human limbs, and it's not like Otherkin are getting like gene therapy or anything to become the animals that they believe in. It's not like Otherkin are taking it so far that they're willing to completely mutilate and modify their own human bodies. But people treat it as if Otherkin are potentially mental nutcases or freaks, despite the fact that there's been plenty of cultures throughout history and plenty of religions and practices throughout the history of humanity that have supported and backed up the concept of being otherkin, the concept of having an inhuman soul. And I'm gonna save that video for that video is gonna be somewhere near the summer, because I'm trying to wait till I get more subscribers. I'm trying to wait till I get somewhere between 40 and 50 subscribers before I release that video, before I actually get everything I've researched in that video and just put it out there. Because I just I feel like that video is gonna be really, really good. It's gonna have a lot of sources cited, and it's gonna point out a lot of cultures which it is involved in. And I don't know, I think it's gonna be a powerful video, and I want to have the biggest impact with that video. I want it to get out there. I want that video to get out there to people, to the general public, the people that aren't otherkin, the people that have some type of social stigma against otherkin. I want the video that I have planned to get out there to those people and otherkin in general, so they know that this isn't like being otherkin isn't some type of new social invention, or isn't some new social invention or construct. That this isn't something that just made up a couple of years ago. That this is the concept of being otherkin, the concept of having an inhuman soul has been around for centuries and millennia. But as far as otherkin being a curse, being yourself shouldn't be a bad thing. Being yourself or believing in what you truly are should not be a bad thing. And just when you discount school and the workplace and prejudice and discrimination there, a lot of people wander about their lives not knowing what they are. A lot of people wander about their lives not being truly happy. Always just basically, following some type of, basic basic mundane monotone schedule, or life. But you know to me, I think when you're otherkin, I think like not only otherkin, but people that genuinely know who they are and what they are and how they feel about it, those people are truly blessed. And otherkin and people that are not otherkin, those people are truly blessed, because a lot of people spend their whole lives trying to figure out what they are. A lot of people question over and over again. A lot of people can't see life from a different perspective. And I think anybody, whether it's otherkin or not, anybody that has an understanding of what they are, who they are as a person, they are truly blessed. Like, they're truly blessed in my opinion, because there's enough cynics in the world. There's enough cynics in the world talking about how bad it is or how stupid things are and whatnot. But there's very few people willing to actually preach the good in the world, or a few people that are actually willing to lift a hand and lend a hand and help, or lend a hand to actually fix things, or help people instead. And to me, I think a cynic is just a person that is just disappointed with the world. A cynic is a person that whose hopes have basically run out. That's my opinion. This is Mark Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.